Guys, we got some exciting news. Bitboy may have been fired from the Bitboy network. Ben Armstrong, otherwise known as the Bitboy, although he's not really the Bitboy, because the network is actually the Bitboy, and they parted ways with Ben Armstrong. I'm not really sure why, but I do think the network kind of just like kicked him off, more or less. It might have actually been his dealings with these new Ben coins or meme coins, and the network did not want to evoke the wrath of the SEC. So they were like, yeah, you have to leave. You are the weakest link, and you have to get off the island. Maybe he's basically like making the network look too bad. Maybe it's because his past actions in shilling certain coins, but that was a couple of years ago. But Twitter is rife with speculation. So basically, Armstrong's exit from Hit Network, BJ Investment Holdings, and all its subsidiary brands, including Bitboy Crypto and Around the Blockchain, is effective immediately. So essentially, like they terminated him, maybe because like the SEC is after him, because that would honestly be the only reason why they would terminate him immediately, because they really don't want to get in trouble with the SEC, and they just feel like he's not worth like the risk. Bitboy himself, Armstrong himself, he did confirm the unexpected development from his personal X account. So basically, they said like TJ Shed and Justin Williams have attempted a coup at my company. There has been a mutiny at Bitboy Crypto and Hit Network, but it won't work. They have no leverage. So there is internal conflict within his company. Maybe someone is trying to hijack his company, but the thing is like what they're doing is they're making him sound like basically just a paid host. And if he doesn't own majority shares in the company, they can actually remove him. Although I'm not really sure if the Bitboy network would actually work without Bitboy, or how much control Ben has actually over the entire company. Very, very interesting. He is a big personality in crypto. There's like, Cryptos Are Us, there's Bitboy, there's Coin Bureau, and there's like one or two more that are like super big in the crypto industry. But it looks like Ben is out, and I'm not really sure who they're going to get to replace Ben. I don't think they could really replace his brand name, and this might be shooting themselves in the foot. But like I said, if the feds are actually coming after Ben, I could totally understand why they actually did that. And of course, they haven't told us why Ben Armstrong had to exit. So like, a lot of people think it actually has much to do with the engagement with the sketchy meme coins. But the thing is, like, he's kind of done those like, sketchy crap coins for a long time in the past, and they didn't really get him then, so it would be really weird that they actually got him now. Of course, like, he did advocate risky investments, and of course, the not financial advice might not actually cover all that stuff. So that might actually get the SEC on him. And the thing is, like, remember, he is also the general of the XRP army. I don't really know what that has to do with anything. I don't think it actually does. But the general just got fired, and he might actually use that generalship to start up a new following. It would not surprise me at all. But the thing is, like, now that he's fired from Bitboy, he has to start his own channel to actually promote, I guess, his own digital currency, Ben, which also came under scrutiny, and that could actually be the reason he's actually getting fired. I think like since Bitboy is really well known, I'm not really sure how much this affects Ben. I think he could actually just start his own network or start his own YouTube channel, and I think a lot of people would actually switch to watching his channel rather than the Bitboy channel, unless he has some kind of weird non-compete clause, which probably wouldn't apply if he actually got fired. I'm not exactly sure how those things actually work. So the thing is, like, this is a huge development, but I don't think Bitboy is actually going to be out of the picture. I think he will actually use his brand name and his leverage that he built up during the years of the network and the following that he's built up in the years of the network that he's working there to actually launch his own brand, to actually launch his own company, and to launch his own YouTube channel. And I think he might actually be more successful than the company he left. So there's a very, very good chance they shot themselves in the foot. But the thing is, like, Ben crypto might actually go down some, and he might have a whole ton of Ben, so he would not actually be happy about that. My guess is, like, it was actually with Ben currency, because that's the only thing I could think of. Like I said, all YouTuber currencies are basically just donations to the YouTuber, and I wouldn't really buy them unless I understood. Be sure you understand that you are probably not getting anything out of them. The same with Crypto Zoo, Millionaire Token, and all those things, and I don't expect it to be any different from Ben. So basically, there's also rumors of an investigation with the SEC. And Adam Cochran shared his anticipation for Armstrong's departure with sarcasm, citing a rumor of an impending investigation that might have triggered the sudden move. So obviously, if like the SEC or the DOJ is investigating BitBoy, the people like behind the BitBoy network will actually want to get rid of him because they don't want to be tied up in it as well. So the thing is, like, I don't really know what the people are wondering what the actual departure of BitBoy is to BitBoy Crypto, the channel. I think it'll be pretty devastating because he was the face of the franchise, and there really isn't anyone that could truly replace him. I mean, you could get like one of the other major influencers, but I don't really know if any of the other major influencers would actually want to join the BitBoy network. You can get some random influencer, but that really wouldn't work either. And the thing is, like, if you take on the BitBoy network, you also take on the BitBoy reputation, which a lot of people may not actually want because, you know, he's kind of built up a not so great of a reputation in the crypto world. He has a lot of followers, but there are a lot of people that don't think too much of what he actually does. And once again, there actually might be a lot of legal play here and there because we don't really know how much Ben actually has in the network, what kind of shares he has, or was he just a paid employee? We don't really know. More of this will come out and we'll probably report on it as we come along. But this is actually a big event in like the crypto influencer world. One of the biggest influencers out there is getting replaced. And I don't really know how they can reestablish this brand with someone else because I just don't think that would work. The other thing for today is Joe Biden in the White House and the IRS rules. Now, I actually didn't think they were too bad, and they might have actually been better than what I had thought they would do because they did actually take out the validators in terms of having to report, but some DEXs and other entities might actually have to report. And crypto pundits aren't very happy about this. In fact, they're more pessimistic about the US and crypto. Some of them have actually gone out to say that, like, crypto companies should just not deal with the United States for the next 5 to 10 years, which would actually be devastating for the United States. It would be bad for crypto as well because the US has so much investment money. And I don't think companies are going to pay attention to that because the US has so much investment money. But overall, like, it's not a good look for the United States because many other countries are being more lenient. And some of the European leaders have outright said that we're actually glad that the US is doing this because it's bringing so much business to our shores and bring so much business away from the United States. So the thing is, like, I think the Democrats have to rethink their strategy because I think their strategy in this one is very politically unpopular. Now, they have a lot of other issues that they win on, but this one could actually cost them a lot as the chorus and the community for crypto grows. I mean, right now it only might be 5% of us that are kind of into it, and maybe not even 5% that are really into it. But as this goes more mainstream, as Americans see Europeans invest in these things and other people around the world invest in these things, and as friends and family hear about it, I do actually believe this will be an issue that they just lose more and more on if you continue to be anti-crypto. So the thing is, like, you have to step away from the Elizabeth Warrens and the Gary Genslers and the Brad Shermans and actually get policy in place that actually helps the industry and provides clarity. And these tax laws make it extremely burdensome for companies like wallets and DEXs to actually operate in the United States, and those are keystones of crypto infrastructure. So the thing is, like, the U.S. wants to lead in innovation and technology. They actually need to make regulations that are friendly to innovation and technology in terms of crypto. And crypto, along with AI, of course, will be one of the major industries that rise in the United States. And if crypto actually takes over part of the future of money, the US definitely will want to be in the center of it. They need to stop defending the fat cats, stop defending the banks, and stop hoping that this thing won't actually take over, because it may not take over, but it will be really big. And once you get a multi-trillion-dollar industry, you can't go about shutting it down. or you can't go about just guaranteeing that you will actually lose against other nations. And I'm not really talking about like Asia or anything. I'm really talking about Western Europe, because a lot of those companies and countries are actually glad the US is doing this because it's bringing them a lot of innovation, a lot of jobs, and a lot of technological benefits. And we need to grasp onto those technological benefits. So the reason that I wouldn't mind if RFK actually won the Democratic primary, because I can vote for him because of some of his issues, and also because he is actually at least pro Bitcoin, if not pro crypto altogether. I'm not really sure if DeSantis like canceling the CBDC really works or not. But I'm more interested in more lenient crypto and especially altcoin regulations to promote crypto growth. Because we do, like crypto itself does need the US investment money to grow faster, but the US also needs better regulations for crypto to really blossom right now. So right now there's definitely a give and take. It's not going too well, but I think politically the Democrats, and there are several Democrats that are already pro crypto, I think the Democratic Party as a whole will eventually change on this once they see that it is costing them politically. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.